Could I have everyone stand, please? Thank you. Good evening, everyone. please rise if you are able and join us in the singing of O Canada, led tonight by former Holy Trinity student and car karaoke star from the Cranberskis, Alyssa Anderson. Good to have you, Alyssa.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please remain standing. I'd ask Mr. McGregor, our school chaplain, to welcome us with prayer. Thank you.
Good evening. Would you please join me in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God of beginnings, we ask your blessing on the graduating class of 2019 as they prepare to move on to new beginnings in their lives. Loving God, guide these graduates on their journey that lay ahead of them as they prepare to encounter new and exciting opportunities. May they recognize the contributions they have made to this community. Help them recognize their gifts as they make decisions about their future. May they be guided and supported on their journey by their family, friends, teachers, and staff of this community. Bless them with a healthy, happy, and rewarding future in which they clearly see their ability and never cease to follow their dreams. We pray this through your holy name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGregor. Welcome to our graduation ceremony this evening. My name is Cole Kramer. I'm co-MC this evening. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke, you might have saw him here earlier, but he had to leave, so it looks like it might be me tonight. Apparently, Drake is releasing some T-shirts and hats with the Raptors thing tonight or tomorrow morning, and he needed to line up. So I do have a plan B. Again, I'm going to go get the person. He's a little bit shy, so just, bear with us. Give me 1 second. Well, everyone, I want you to meet Smiley Guy. Just got to find my glasses. Hang on. I only have one hand. So, Smiley Guy, you want to say hello to everybody?
Wow! I got the best seat in the house, and I arrived at 6 o'clock.
Well, you sure do. Listen, though, would you mind saying hello to everybody?
Wow! This is my first graduation, because I'm not real, like that show-off Pinocchio.
Listen, Smiley Guy, why don't you just say hello?
Well, it's really nice to see some of you.
Smiley Guy, please, some introductions.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. graduates, dignitaries, guests, Mr. Grogan.
Well, that's a lot better. Listen, I really want to thank you for coming tonight on such short notice.
Oh yeah, short joke, nice, very funny.
That's not what I meant. I meant thank you so much for joining us tonight and helping out. It's really too bad you couldn't have dressed up for the graduation ceremony, though.
Yeah, sorry about that. Mr. Viveros wanted his suit back.
Well, Smiley Guy, I gotta say, you seem a little bit tense.
Well, yeah, because maybe if you cut your fingernails, they're clawing my back.
Ooh, sorry about that. Listen, you do feel a little warm. I think I'm gonna get you a drink of water, okay?
A drink of water?
I'll be back in a second.
What?
Okay, I'm back.
Where'd you go?
Listen, why don't you have a little drink, Smiley Guy?
I can't drink. I'm made of wood. I'm gonna warp.
Well, I'm really thirsty because it's so hot, so I'm gonna have a little drink. No, no.
Oh yeah, the classic ventriloquist joke. Drink while I speak. Classic.
Tough crowd. Wow. Listen, I bet you have some words of wisdom for our graduates this evening.
Sure, I got 4 of them. Enjoy your sandwiches. Because I can't. Enjoy texting your friends and family. Because I can't. Enjoy donating blood. Because I can't. And enjoy the next chapter of your life. Because I'm stuck with him.
Hey, that's not very nice. Thank you. Well, listen, it's time for you to get back in your case, Smiley Guy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to help
Thank
you down here.
Wow, easy on the legs. I hate working with amateurs.
Well, thanks very much, Smiley Guy. That's the relaxing portion to get everybody kind of less de-stressed, right? That's the whole point of that. I hope you got that. At this point, we have some dignitaries that would like to say a few welcoming words to the graduates, of course. So I'm going to call them up. I'll ask Ms. Salmon, our school board trustee, to join us, please. She's first. Thank you for being here tonight.
Good evening, graduates, parents, and staff at Holy Trinity Catholic High School. It is always a pleasure to be invited to speak and say congratulations on behalf of the school board trustees. Tonight, the room is filled with family, friends, and school staff to celebrate this important milestone in your life. As your Catholic school trustee, attending your graduation is very exciting. This night is a wonderful reminder of why we do what we do. I'm incredibly honored to be part of your celebration and to share in your achievements, to be a witness to your journey in this special moment. A diploma is not just a piece of paper, it symbolizes hard work and dedication. I hope you will remember and reflect upon some of the lessons you've learned as being part of a Catholic community. Part of what I hope you have learned through your faith-based education is that we have high expectations of our graduates, leaving with a strong moral compass. So keep your eye on the prize. You have a moral obligation, a mission, a mandate to do your part. This year, our board had a school year theme that perfectly encapsulates our vision of Catholic graduates. The theme is called Be Our Story. It is about living according to Jesus' teachings every day through our actions and the choices we make. And these choices will shape your future. With With that in mind, there is no script. Follow your fears. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. And wherever you go with all your heart, this has prepared you. Let's not forget to express gratitude to all of those who helped you here to get today. Your parents, your friends, your teachers, and support staff, as they too tonight are full of pride in all your accomplishments. My wish for you is that life becomes all you want it to be. Your dreams stay big and your worries stay small, and that you never carry more than you can hold. Rascal Flats. Before you act, listen, and before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, wait. Before you quit, try. William Arthur Ward. In closing, to all the graduates of 2019, I wish you success, stay grounded in your faith, and make new memories. Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Jeannie. My mistake, everyone. Mr. McKenzie, my apologies. I didn't have my glasses on for a second. We have to hear from our principal. That should have went first. So, Mr. McKenzie, would you please come up? Thank you.
It's just as well I didn't want to follow that ventriloquist act. To our distinguished graduates, our distinguished guests, our proud parents and families, our excellent staff, and of course, our graduates in whose honor we have gathered here tonight, welcome. My name is Brian McKenzie, and it has been my privilege to serve as principal here at Holy Trinity for the past 3 years. And I thank all of you for your commitment to Catholic education at Holy Trinity Catholic High School. We have many, many blessings to celebrate tonight, and chief among them is our school community. So again, welcome and thank you. Now, I've been told by Mrs. Nogallo multiple times I am not to have a lengthy speech because we'll never finish tonight. And I have a reputation for long speeches. So I'm just going to limit myself to a couple of comments and one piece of advice for our graduates. My first comment is about community. Just a little over 3 years ago is when I first came to Holy Trinity, and I learned that I'd be coming kind of suddenly, and it was going to be a new job, in a new school, in a new town. And it's tough for anybody being the new person, right? It's tough being the new guy. It's tough learning new routines, learning new faces, new expectations. It's tough coming in the door for the first time to meet everybody. Frankly, I was scared. Even as the principal, I still had those first day new kid feelings coming to this school. But I gotta say, within a few minutes, those feelings all vanished because I received a genuinely warm welcome from everybody, from students, from parents, from staff, everybody. And now I feel like I've been here forever. And that comes from you, the students, from you, the families, from you, the parents, staff. It comes from all of us because everybody in this community makes us a family, the HT family, and it's just a very warm and welcoming family. So to everyone, I say to you, thank you for the past 3 years, and to the graduates, I say, I hope you will always carry that warm, friendly, welcoming nature with you wherever you go. My second comment is about the importance of tonight's celebration. We are honoring our grads, yes, of course, and they fully deserve the honors and our congratulations. But through them, we also honor education itself, and more specifically, Catholic education. As proud and as pleased as we are to be here tonight in this big, beautiful school, we must take a moment to remember the generations of families and staff who came before us, who fought and sacrificed to build Catholic schools in Ontario, like this one. We can never forget how fortunate we are to have this luxurious and comfortable school where we can openly and proudly celebrate our Catholic faith, our values, and our many, many cultural traditions. Again, grads, I hope wherever you land, whatever you do, you never forget what you have enjoyed here in the town of Bradford, Ontario, as a fundamental human right. Still in 2019, still costs people their lives. My final comment is about the future and many careers, from pollsters to stockbrokers to economists to meteorologists to astrologers, are made from trying to tell the future. We don't know the future, and we only drive ourselves mad trying to predict and control what will happen. We make plans, of course, but most of the time, what actually happens isn't what we planned. For, as boxer Mike Tyson most famously said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. It has been my experience that a lot of the time, what we end up with is better than what we planned on getting in the first place. So grads, I hope you'll learn to roll with the unexpected. Make your plans, of course, but remember, stuff happens. Hits will come, and then your plans will change. So get used to it. Trust in God, and most importantly, enjoy it. And finally, my advice. It has often been said that high school is the best years of your life. And to that I say, good God, I hope not. I would hate to think that you're leaving here believing you've already peaked and that you're faced with the prospect that this is all, from now on, just a long, slow, gradual downhill decline. No, this was just the warm-up. Your adventure has barely begun. And everyone, your parents, your families, your teacher, your principal, are very excited for you and for what the future will bring to you. Forgot the last page. So grads, this is my advice. Never forget that the rest of your life will be the best years of your life. But only if you make it that way. Be the best. Expect the best. Find the best. Because after all, you are the best you've got. I thank you all for 3 wonderful and exhilarating years here at Holy Trinity, and may God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. McKenzie. Our superintendent, Mr. Lonnie Bolton, is here this evening. Please come up and say a few words. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, that's sad. Good afternoon, everybody. I would have thought I would have heard more enthusiasm from the parents, seeing that their kids are probably leaving home after tonight. Good evening, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, families, staff, and of course, the stars of the evening, the Holy Trinity Catholic High School graduates of 2019. My name is Lonnie Bolton, and I'm a superintendent with the Simcoe-Muskoka Catholic District School Board. I'm honored to be here this evening to bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of the Director of Education, Mr. Brian Beal, and our senior leadership team. This is a great day in Simcoe-Muskoka Catholic. This evening we are celebrating 9 graduation ceremonies this evening at all 9 of our schools. By the time our ceremony this evening is concluded, 1,700 kids will have graduated this evening in Simcoe County. And each one of them were so proud of their accomplishments and were so impressed with each and every one of these incredible young men and women that have journeyed for 14 years from junior kindergarten to grade 12. I will be very brief in my comments this evening, but I do wish to pay tribute to a few different groups of people. I need to begin by addressing our parents, our guardians, and of course our families. Thank you for entrusting your children with us. Thank you for enrolling your children in a Catholic school. I can only imagine how proud you must be today. And I know that every graduate in this room is thankful for the role you have played in their success. They couldn't have done it without you. I must confess, I used to work here. From 2001 to 2003, I proudly served as a vice principal at Holy Trinity Catholic High School here in Bradford. I've spent time in 6 of our Catholic high schools in our county. And every year at a graduation, I say how dedicated the staff is, and every year I mean it. This year is a little bit extra special. When I started my career as a vice principal, I was placed here. As Mr. McKenzie said, I knew nobody. And I was embraced by this community, and I am indebted to this community. This community being the families, the students that have since graduated long ago, and of course the staff. The staff here is tremendous, and I would hope everyone would join me in congratulating all the teachers, the EAs, the front office, the custodians, and of course our lunch hour staff. I would like to also thank our honored guests, our donors, our sponsors who are with us this evening. Thank you for believing in our students, believing in our Catholic school, and believing in our Catholic school board. Thank you for your kind and generous donations and for your continued support. Thank you. And the final word goes to the guests of honor, the graduates of this year of 2019. Most of you have spent the last 4 years here at HT. We hope we provided you with the skills, the attributes, the values that are so essential in such a complex world for you to be successful. We also hope that we have provided you with a faith-based education that will guide and assist you along the way and to navigate your future the right way. It's not easy. Just as a side note, 30 years ago tonight, Tuesday, June 27th, 1989, I myself graduated from high school. It says here to clap. I don't know where. But what's interesting about that night, I remember leaving with my parents, and as I was driving home, my dad said to me, and it resonates today, he said, "Everyone in this world is a world champion at something. Now go out and find that something." So do me a favor, graduates, on behalf of myself, my late father, now go out and do something special. Find that something. On behalf of the Simcoe Muskoka Catholic District School Board, I'd like to express my heartfelt congratulations to the Holy Trinity Catholic High School graduating class of 2019. God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bolton. Our Catholic School Community Council Chair, Mr. Rob Ben, is here this evening. If he would come up to say a few words of welcome, please, and thank you.
I normally don't read, but tonight I'm a little nervous. Parents, families, friends, honored guests, teachers, staff, and our graduates. Tonight I promised Mrs. Nagalo I'd be really quick. I wouldn't mention my daughter's name, her friends' names, or embarrass her. Well, 3 out of 4 is a good average. On behalf of the Holy Trinity Parent Council, I would like to take a couple of minutes and address the graduates. Graduates, tonight you look excited and happy and a little bit nervous. But guess what? This is the easy part. The last 4 years was hard. Looking back at your last few years, you've accomplished so much. You've studied hard. You've learned a lot of subjects. You've played sports. You participated in clubs. You interacted with each other, in your classes, with your teachers, spent time with your family and your friends. You are now prepared for the next challenge ahead. Whether it's more education or work, trust me, you're ready for it. Your time here at Holy Trinity has prepared you for it. You will go on and represent us, your school, your community, and your family, and you will make them proud. Now time for the part I always impart some wisdom. There are only two kinds of people, happy people and those who don't have it. Happy people have passion. Happy people have goals, written goals. They have big plans, written plans. And they have incredible passion. Graduates, what's your passion? I'm now going to share the biggest secret of your life today. Listen carefully for your future happiness. Who are you? Graduates, please shout out your names. Graduates, what do you love? Please shout it out. Now, here it gets tough. Who do you do it for? What do these people want from you or need from you? How have you transformed them to make it better? Well, don't choose a job. Choose your passion and make it your life's work. Teach your passion to everyone around you and only cling to those who share it with you. Reject people who are not positive, who are not goal-driven, and who are not passionate. Bring that passion back to Bradford West Gwillimbury. Nurture others here in your community. Make it better. Be the next great person that you yourself are. Be passionate. Come back and share your story with everyone. Make sure that the best version of you is the one that's here. Graduates, no matter what you do, great success is yours to grab and only yours to share. God bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ben. If you're following along on our program, there is a slight change. Gary Baines, our second-term counselor and lifelong Bradford West Gwillimbury resident, is here to say a few words on behalf of the town. Could you come on up, Gary, please? Thank you.
Well, thank you. When we found out that Deputy Mayor James Leduc couldn't speak tonight because of a work commitment at U of T, I wanted the job. I wanted to be here. As already explained, I'm a lifelong resident of Bradford West Gwillimbury. An IT career. I worked in Toronto. I've worked in Mississauga. Lots of those people said, "Why don't you move?" My answer was simple, grads. I never found a better place. I love it here. That's short and sweet for me, but just never found a better place, never had the urge to move. So grads, on behalf of the town of Bradford West Gwillimbury, I'd like to convey my sincere congratulations to the 2019 graduating class of Holy Trinity Catholic High School. Congrats. I hope you're extremely proud of yourselves for this achievement, as I know for sure your teachers and your parents are, and your whole families. Your commitment, perseverance, and hard work and character builders that have all happened here, and they will follow you to the next stage of your life and beyond. As we send you off to either pursue higher education or directly into a career, some of you may be leaving for other cities and towns. So I guess I feel it's my duty as one of the BWG counselors to give you my pitch about why one day, if not now, one day you should come back and settle down in Bradford. BWG is a growing community, and as students, You've seen many, many changes that I hope have improved your experience living here. In just the last decade, we built a new library, a new leisure center, started a new transit bus system, and opened new parks and trails, including the 100-acre park up at Henderson Memorial Park. There are more sports teams, more clubs to join, and more events to enjoy than there ever were before. There are also more places to live, places to shop, places to eat out, and things to do right here in our community than there were when you were born. And I won't go back to when I was born, I'll let that go. There's hourly GO train service to and from downtown Toronto if you choose to work in Toronto. And this is a trend that's going to continue. It's been estimated that by the year 2031, just over 50,000 people will live in the Bradford-West Gwillimbury area. And the services and amenities that we'll have here will meet the needs of that larger community. We expect to see hotels, entertainment, and perhaps most important for the grads, businesses that will bring more employment opportunities for people like yourselves when you're ready to enter the workforce. One of our desires is to have more people work, live, and play in Bradford. As your elected officials, we on Town Council have made a commitment to try and make BWG a place where you can do just that, live, work, and play throughout all stages of your life. We're working to encourage the development of more affordable housing options, so when you're ready to buy your first home, you can do it right here in Bradford. Over the last 4 years, we have successfully brought in several seniors housing projects. Again, that whole purpose is so people can enjoy the retirement years in BWG and not have to move to another community, thereby keeping families together right here in your hometown. I hope that many of you will one day put your hard-earned skills and knowledge to work right here in Bradford. So whether you're going on right now to further education or immediately to employment, I hope that the friendships that you made while a student here at Holy Trinity will serve you well. And those friendships are something you can draw on as a true point of strength anytime you have any doubts or any needs. So in closing, on behalf of Town Council, which I must have to say to these young adults is your Town Council, please accept my best wishes for your future success. Congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you very much, Gary, for being here. Our MP from York Simcoe, Mr. Scott Davidson, is here this evening. Would you please come up, sir, to say a few words? Thank you for being here.
Thanks very much. Pleasure to be here tonight in Bradford. I've only got about a 3-hour speech, so I'll take my time. I know when no one's in a hurry. No, I'm going to address my remarks to the graduating students. Are you pumped? Ready to go? Full on. So, I'm going to go back to the principal. I stopped into the school yesterday and had a little chat with your principal, and we're going to bring it back to a sense of community. I noticed it was brought to my attention, an article in the Bradford today about a little greenhouse project that some teachers and students got involved in, and turned basically a storage room greenhouse into a thriving plants and flowers and everything for the marsh. So I just want to give out a shout out to the teachers and the students that started that, because always in community, it's the little things that matter. And for me, I had to do Sutton District High School last night. They wouldn't even let me have the mic. That's where I graduated. They were afraid what I was going to say. But up in Sutton, I know what it can be like graduating. You can be afraid. I became a small business person, and this, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I was so behind the curve. Bradford is blessed with the best agricultural land, I'm going to say, in Canada, and we have the best riding in Canada, York Simcoe. And up in Georgina, we have a lot of sod farms, and this is how behind the curve I was. I used to sit there, and a sod farm truck would go by, and I would say to my friends, when I have lots of money, that's what I'm going to do. Send my grass away to get cut. And everyone would always look at me and go, Scott, you got to get on the program. So if I can do it, you can do it. There's hope for you. So I'll turn it back. This is a monumental occasion for our amazing graduating class, for their parents and family members who are obviously so incredibly proud, as well as the faculty who have invested so much time in the future of these students. To the families, thank you for supporting them, your loved ones, helping guide them through what we know are times full of change, growth, challenges, and soul searching. To the faculty, thank you for constantly investing in our students who are our future leaders, business owners, healthcare workers, trades, and service people and volunteers. Look with pride in the future when you see the great things this class I know will achieve. To our graduates, remember the new skills you have found, the friendships you have built, the talents you have honed, and the paths that you have forged throughout these years. Wherever you go and whatever you do, this part of your journey will have formed and shaped you and will serve you well throughout the days and years to come. As you go forward from this place, I encourage you to look for opportunities, as I said before, to serve your community. Each one of you can make a positive impact by giving back, and these efforts will be some of the most meaningful and important your entire lives. To all the students graduating today, it is with great enthusiasm and admiration that I offer my sincere congratulations on behalf of the federal government and the Parliament of Canada. Well done, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davidson, for being here. And also, there could be a future ventriloquist in the graduating class. At this point, I'd ask Mr. McKenzie and Mr. Lonnie Bolton to join us on the stage to pass out the diplomas. Mr. McGregor. Ontario Scholar. Oh, hang on. Check, check, test, test. Check, check. That's better. Thank you. Okay, here we go, folks. Ontario Scholar and High Skills Major Recipient, Shamaram Adam. Tala Ahmed. Ontario Scholar, Kevin Alfonso. Ontario Scholar, Ryan Alfonso. Joy Ampadu. Ontario Scholar, Grace Ben. Ontario Scholar, Jacob Bird. Ontario Scholar, Braden Borutsky. Elenia Brancatelli. Ontario Scholar, Samantha Brinkos. Ontario Scholar, Marissa Buckle. Ontario Scholar, Brianna Callisto. Dylan Campos. Jessica Carapina. Clark Carruthers. Diego Carvello. Alessia Catania. Ontario Scholar Julia Cavello. Ontario Scholar Richard Chung. Ontario Scholar Cameron Coburn. Ontario Scholar Alexandra Connor. High Skill Major recipient Tanya Costa. Vittoria Costantini. Amanda Cripps. Jessica Crispin Freitas. Oh. Okay? Olivia Chordash. Brent Daly. Luca Da Silva. Ontario Scholar Michaela Davidson. Ontario Scholar Michaela DeJesus. Melissa DeMarco. Clayton Drew. Alexandra Faria. Daniel Fasolo. Blake Fellman. High Skill Major recipient Stefan Fernandez Ribeiro. Juliana Figueiredo. Ontario Scholar and High Skill Major recipient Keith Flores. Ontario Scholar and High Skill Major recipient Julianne Frampton. Nicholas Frasco. Alec Frazier. Ontario Scholar Jocelyn Gagliardi. Caitlin Gallant. Juliette Garson. Ontario Scholar Emma Gauvin. Ontario Scholar Sophia Geraci. Anthony Giordano. John Gomes. Marissa Gomes. High Skill Major recipient Nicole Grillo. Ontario Scholar Cole Gucciardi. Estella Hash. High skill major recipient Ethan Hager. High skill major recipient Curtis Hannum. Anthony Harmon. Christopher Harmaz. Joyce Hainan. Joseph Horton. Nathan Hossein. Aiden Jensen. Ontario Scholar Sophie Jensen. John Luca Lalomia. Ontario Scholar Danica Laurel. Nikki Luegas. High skill major recipient Mauricio Lontop. Ontario Scholar Olivia Lawrence. Jacob Lush. Chelsea Jo Mano. Ryan McDonald. Madison McKenzie. Ontario Scholar Christina May. Nicola Makluta. Joshua Markel. Ontario Scholar Eden Markovsky. Ontario Scholar Emma Marks. Gavin McCauley. Elizabeth McCallum. Haley Minogue. Beatrice Miranda. Caitlin Miranda. Austin Molnar. Inej Montero. Ontario Scholar Fabiano Mora. Ontario Scholar Evan Mott. Hugo Naves. Ontario Scholar Michael Newton. Ontario Scholar Nicholas Ing. Ontario Scholar Jonathan Wynn. Paul Nowak. Ontario Scholar Celine Oliveira. Jason Pacheco. Samantha Paishao. Ontario Scholar Samantha Paishao. Ontario Scholar Alyssa Palazzo. Aaron Parsons. High Skill Major recipient, Beatrice Pascoa. Ontario Scholar, Kenny Brito Paulino. Ontario Scholar, Thomas Pecchia. Marcello Pereira. High Skill Major recipient, Melissa Persad. Ontario Scholar, Ethan Pinero. Elizabeth Pirer Sanchez. Michael Perrone. Michael Prince. Ontario Scholar, Stephanie Raposo. Francis Reyes. Ontario Scholar, Annalise Roberts. Alex Rochon. Tony Rose Quijada. Daniela Rufa. Ontario Scholar, Nadia Refue. Samantha Scott. Alessia Salito. Ontario Scholar, Richard Samoa. Sabrina Sakira. Destiny Samerda Butt. Jessica Snell. Nathan Soros. Ontario Scholar, Stephanie Sorgini. Anthony Sousa. Cameron Southwell. Ontario Scholar, Philip Spearoff. Ryan Stella. Veronica Stella. Selena Tansella. Ontario Scholar, Dana Thagard. John Luca Thibault. Jacob Trazuski. Ontario Scholar, Tristan Vanderkolf. Ontario Scholar, Sierra Ventracek. Ontario Scholar, Laura Vial. Alexia Vitali. Michaela Viveros. Ontario Scholar, Christina Vlasova. Charlie Western. Mr. Burke and I would like to mention at this point former Mayor Doug White. He always had kind words to say for us after our speeches, and he promised he would be here when his daughter graduated, so thanks for all your kind words, Doug. Ontario Scholar, Jamie White. Cassidy White. Joseph Whitehead. High Skill Major recipient, Joshua Wilkerson. Ontario Scholar, Natalia Toma. Ontario Scholar, Christine Woznicka. Ontario Scholar, Jack Wright. Jessica Yalda. Robin Youssef. Ontario Scholar, Daniel Youssef. Veronica Zablocki. And last but not least, Ontario Scholar, Yori Zhang. Congratulations to all the graduates this evening. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You can be seated. Do you need a pen or no? No. Oh, yeah. Want to keep my pen? Here's one here. Good?
Okay, good evening. It's now time to go through the awards. And before I do so, a couple of housekeeping items. Number one, the graduation tonight is actually being filmed, and you can find it on YouTube. You go to HT Media. So if you want to take a little video clip of your son or daughter, you can do that off of that. The award winners, after you have come up, received your award, please go into the hallway with the person that presented to you, and pictures will be taken of you. Okay? So, the next set of awards are all subject awards, and these are presented to students who have achieved academic excellence in the course. So, the Switzer Carty Transportation Business Award, I'll ask Mr. Mike Hartfield to present this to Jamie White. Easy. The Bradford Lions 2-Credit Co-op Award, I'll ask Mr. Gavin McLean to come up and please present this to Curtis Hannum. The Magna Closures America 4-Credit Co-op Award, I'll ask Mr. Danny Viveros to please come up and present to Michaela DeJesus. How you doing? The Bradford Greenhouses College English Award, I'll ask Ms. Chiara Ferragini to come up and present this to Jean-Luca Thibault. The Vins Plastics Workplace English Award, I'll ask Ms. Dolson to come up and present this award to Jonathan Volpe. The Bradford Print Shop University English Award, I'll ask Mr. Vince O'Brien to come up and present to Ryan Alfonso. The Linda's Floral Design Fine Arts Award, I'll ask Ms. Jill Skorchuk-Tiano to come up and present to Julianne Frampton. Congratulations, Julianne. The Royal Canadian Legion Branch 521 French Award, I would ask Miss Ruth Brooks to come up and present to Emma Gouven. I said it wrong, right? It's Gouven? Just a little bit. What is it? Gouven? Gouven, yeah. I'm going to say her name again. It's Emma Gauvin. Yes, sorry. Je m'excuse. I practiced very hard with Miss Nogallo, and it's hard. The Bradford Lions George Jackson History Award, I asked Mr. Gavin McLean to come up and present to Richard Chung. The Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Dykey Human Growth and Development Award, I'll ask Ms. Rebecca DeVries to come up and present to Grace Ben. Okay. The Green Apple Studio Independent Studies Yearbook Award, I'll ask Ms. Giles to come up and present to two recipients, Julia Cavallo and Grace Ben. The Diana Rifford Law Award, I'll ask Mr. Jeff Busette to come up and present to Kevin Alfonso. The Skorchuk Funeral Home College Math Award, I'll ask Mr. Bill Skorchuk to come up and present to Cole Gucciardi. The Hulst Town Contracting Calculus Award, I'll ask Mr. Paul Sobalski to come up and present this award to Jonathan Wynn. The Bradford Lions Data Management Award, I'll ask Mr. Gavin McLean to please come up again and present to Joyce Henane. And if Joyce Henane could stay up on the stage, because she won the Vin's Plastics Functions Award as well, and I'll ask Mr. Sobalski to come up and present that to her. The Bradford Greenhouses Music Award, I'll ask Ms. Kiara Ferragini to come up and present to Emma Goven. Well, this way her name gets announced much more. Yeah, Emma Govan. Burke. Yeah, that's easy. The Midas Philosophy Award. I ask Mr. David Streichars to come up and present this award to Richard Chung. The Holy Trinity Catholic High School Athletic Council Fitness and Weight Training Award. I'll ask Ms. Ann Naden to come up and present this award to Shamaram Adam. And then the Holy Trinity Catholic High School Athletic Council Large Group Activities Award. Ms. Naden's going to present to Sophia Geraci. The Be Well Chiropractic Health and Wellness Award. I asked Dr. Leanne Ng to please come up and present to Shamaram Adam. The Bradford Greenhouses Healthy Active Living Award. I'll ask Ms. Chiara Ferragini to come up and present to Keith Flores. The Royal Canadian Legion Branch 521 Psychology Award. I'll ask Ms. Ruth Brooks to please come up and present to Julia Carvalho. The Bradford Lions Open Religion Award. I'll ask Mr. Gavin McLean to come up and present to Elizabeth McCallum. Make sure you smile. The CWL Holy Martyrs of Japan University College Religion Award. I'll ask Ms. Cecilia Podger to come up and present to Michaela Davidson. The Dr. Devji Dentistry University Biology Award. I'll ask Mr. Dave Manduka to present to Jonathan Wynn. The Bradford Lions College Chemistry Award. I'll ask Mr. Gavin McLean to come up and please present to Veronica Stella. The Matwood Holmes University Chemistry Award. I ask Ms. Ann Naden to come up and present to Jonathan Wynn. And I'm going to ask Jonathan, if you wouldn't mind staying up, because you also won the J.R. Jones Engineering University Physics Award. And if Mr. Dave Manduka can come up and present that to you, that'd be awesome. Mr. Manduka was trying the treats. The Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Dykey Communications Technology Award. I ask Mr. Craig McLaughlin to come up and present this to Stephanie Raposo. The Magna Closures America Construction Technology Award. I ask Mr. Danny Viveros to come up and present to Michael Newton. And I'm going to ask Michael if he could stay on the stage for a second. Because I have something to say to you, Michael. You also won the Array Canada Design Technology Award. Thank you very much, Miss Melissa Samos, for presenting that. Thank you. And our last academic award is... Wow, there you go. And our last academic award is the Mr. Dairy Hospitality Technology Award. I'll ask Mrs. Deanna Gertzma to come up and present to Veronica Stella. I think it would be prudent at this point, we're almost done, 2 more hours to go. If we could just all stand up. Everybody just stand up for a second. Just do a nice stretch. Yes, don't hit your neighbor. There you go. Get a little blood circulation going. All right, please have a seat. At this point, before I finish off the awards, what I would really like to do is to acknowledge the great generosity and support of all of our donors from Bradford and the surrounding area, because without their support, we wouldn't be able to acknowledge some of our award winners. So a big round of applause to all of our donors. I mean, it's very, very important. It means a lot to the students who have done so well, and it means a lot to our school that our community supports our school, so thank you very much. Okay, so I have a few that now I'm going to read, because each one of these next awards have certain criteria. The Brian Collier Foundation, Heart of a Hero Scholarship Award. Brian Collier was a former student who served in Afghanistan and was killed in the line of duty. This award honors his memory and is awarded to a student who demonstrates compassion, commitment, and perseverance. A good person overall, someone who sets a good example but may not necessarily be going to post-secondary education. On behalf of the Collier family, I would ask the Member of Parliament, Mr. Scott Davidson, to come up and present to Olivia Chordash. The Bradford Jewelry and Gems Best Attendance Award is awarded to the graduating student with the best attendance in their final year. I'll ask Mr. Peter Dykey to come up and present this award to Yori Zhang. And if Yori, if you wouldn't mind staying on the stage for a second, because you also won the Polaro Best Attendance Award, which is awarded to the top 3 students with the best attendance and who have maintained an average of 75% or more. I'm going to ask our superintendent, Mr. Lonnie Bolden, to come up and present to you Yori, Laura Vial, and Jack Wright. Fall down, Laura. Did I say your name right? Yes. See? I can do it. You go right. The Christina Holmes Most Improved Student Award is awarded to the most academically improved student throughout their high school career. I'll ask Ms. Maureen Resor to come up and present to Joseph Horton. The Lieutenant Governor of Ontario Volunteer Award is awarded to the graduating student showing exemplary involvement in the community. I'll ask Mr. Lonnie Bolden to come up and present this award to Nadia Ruffier. The Simon Family Volunteer Award is awarded to the student whose extensive volunteer commitment benefits a variety of members of our community. I'll ask Mrs. Jenny Salmon to come up and present this award to Gavin McCauley. The Danube Seniors Leisure Center Award, awarded to the graduate student who has dedicated many volunteer hours to support seniors in the community. I'll ask Ms. Sandy Medill to come up and present this award to Curtis Hanam. The Bradford Jewelry and Gems Spirit Award is awarded to a graduating student who may work behind the scenes but exemplify and promote school and or community spirit. I'll ask Mr. Peter Dykey to come up and present this award to Curtis Anam. The Holy Trinity Catholic High School Athletic Council Award, awarded to a graduating student who has promoted school spirit. I'll ask Ms. Ann Naden, Ms. Helen McGinnis, and Mr. Prill to come up and present this to Nicholas Ning. The school letter. In order to get the school letter, the criteria to qualify is student must contribute to these categories: A, academic, B, athletic, and C, co-curricular and Catholic community contribution. I'll ask Mr. Jerome McGregor, Ms. Ann Naden, Mr. Denny D'Oliveira, and Ms. McGinnis to present to these recipients: Grace Ben, Julia Cavallo, Braden Barutsky, and Emma Gauvin. The Faith Fresco Award is awarded to a graduated student who has taken co-op in a daycare program or in an elementary school and who is pursuing early childhood education or primary teaching. I'll ask Mr. Mike Hartfield to come up and present this award to Michaela DeJesus. The Bradford Knights of Columbus Faith, Hope, and Charity Award, again to a graduating student who has demonstrated growth in their faith and attends Mass regularly. I'll ask Mr. Rob Ben to come up, please, and present this to Celine Oliveira. The James Family Peer Ministry Award goes to a student entering post-secondary education who has A, helped in special needs, special education, and B, shown an example to student body of serving others. I ask Ms. Noreen McDonald to come up and present this award to Estelle Hache. The Catholic Education Foundation Catholic Student Award to someone who is involved in school community activities and exemplifies conduct which typifies the objectives of a Catholic student. Our chaplain, Mr. Jerome McGregor, will present to Jean-Luc Thibault. The Piano Music Studio Award for Music. This student has been involved in either band or vocal during their study at the Holy Trinity, been involved in any of the following activities outside of school: music lessons, choirs, sings or plays instrument at church or in band. I'll ask Ms. Larissa Nogallo to come up and present this award to Emma Gauvin. The Trinity, that's okay, you go cheer. The Trinity Cup Soccer Award is awarded to a female graduating student who has played at least 3 years of soccer and has the highest average of all the soccer players in the graduating year. And this year, I guess there was a tie. So I'll ask Mr. Denny De Oliveira to present this award to two recipients, Sophia Geraci and Jocelyn Gagliardi. The Kumi Canada Corporation Technical and Trades Community Service Award goes to someone who is pursuing a career in technology and/or trades. Over the past year, this individual has exhibited a high level of social responsibility through voluntarily assisting others at school and in the community. The Misters David and Michael Viveros to present this award to Michael Newton. Nothing for David? Really? The Holy Trinity Alumni Award. The Holy Trinity Alumni Award goes to a student who exemplifies school spirit, promotes Holy Trinity through their actions, shows commitment to co-curricular activities, and spends a minimum of 3 years at Holy Trinity. I'll ask Miss Natalie Straney to come up and present this award to Grace Ben. The Holy Trinity Staff Bursary Award goes to a student who has demonstrated dedication and consideration for others in the community of Holy Trinity. I'll ask Ms. Larissa Nagallo to come up and present to Nicholas Ing. The Holy Trinity Prom Committee Leadership Award. I'll ask Ms. Larissa Nagallo to stay on the stage. And she's going to present to the student who has been a prom committee member who shows leadership, initiative, camaraderie, and throughout the prom planning. Shamram Adam. The Vaughn Chrysler Environmental Stewardship Award. This student has shown dedication to the greenhouse and environmental program, leadership, inspiration, motivation, encourages others to be green. I'll ask Ms. Julie Fabiano to come up and present this to Evan Mott. The Bradford Orthodontics Outstanding Student Award, College. Excellent learning skills, been on the honor roll every semester, 4 years of co-curricular involvement, earned respect of staff and peers, chosen to pursue post-secondary education. I ask Ms. Linda McLean to come up and present to Annalise Roberts. And the Bradford Orthodontics Outstanding University Award, same criteria, goes to Emma Gauvin. The OECTA Education Award goes to a student who is not returning to high school and is entering the field of education. I'll ask Ms. Noreen McDonald to come up and present to Julia Cavallo. The Chartwell's Carl Cadera Award. Mr. Cadera was the founding principal of Holy Trinity High School. He is responsible for hiring myself and Mr. Kramer. This award is awarded to a student who throughout his or her high school career has lived the school motto, "We grow through love and example." The student has demonstrated a spirit of determination, joy, caring, and unselfish concern for all people and all things. The student must have taken at least 22 of his or her credits here at the school. I'll ask our principal, Mr. Brian McKenzie, to present to Christina May. The Joanne Aaron Scholarship Award to a student who exemplifies leadership, school spirit, and strives to achieve excellence in all aspects of school life. I'll ask our principal, Mr. Brian McKenzie, to please present this award to Nicholas Ng. The Town of Bradford-Willenbury College Preparation Award. This is given to a graduating student with the highest standing in college level grade 12. These best 6 senior subjects must include math, science, and English at the college level. Speaking on behalf of the town council, speaking on behalf of the mayor is the town council, Councillor Gary Baines, and he's going to present to Veronica Stella. The Holy Trinity Academic Achievement Award. Again, to the highest overall standing in 6th grade 12 university or mixed courses. I'll ask Ms. Maureen Reesor to come up and present this to Jonathan Wynn. The Imperial Order of Daughters of the Empire University Preparation Award goes to the student with the 2nd highest overall standing in 6th grade 12 university courses. Ms. Maureen Reesor, I'll ask you to present to Joyce Hanane. The Doug and Perrette Osborne Scholarship, awarded to a student who is entering post-secondary education and who demonstrates leadership and academic dedication. I'll ask Mr. Doug Osborne to come up and present to Elizabeth McCallum. The Bradford-Willenbury Volunteer Firefighters Association Award. Pursuing a career in fire service program or emergency services program, exhibiting a high level of social responsibility, volunteer assisting at school and in the community. I'll ask Mr. Craig McLaughlin, Mr. Damien Marcangelo, and Mr. Weston Langford to please come up and present to Gavin McCauley. The Dr. Leanne Ng Scholarship, given to a female student entering post-secondary education, has made notable contributions to the school and community and has academic excellence. I'll ask Dr. Leanne Ng to please come up and present to Jocelyn Gagliardi. The Hollis Wealth Michael Mulcahy Business Award goes to a student who has academic excellence and is pursuing post-secondary studies in the field of business and finance. I'll ask Mr. Mike Hartfield to come up and present to Jamie White. The Governor General of Canada Academic Medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest academic standing, having completed 30 credits in an Ontario secondary school diploma. I'll ask Mr. Scott Davidson to come up and present this award to Jonathan Wynn. And before our final award, yes. And before our final award, just a couple of things. One, again, thank you very much to the donors and all the presenters who came here tonight, so thank you very much. Would like to thank again all the dignitaries for coming and speaking on behalf of the graduates. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank Ms. Nagallo, Ms. Rush, and all the staff who organized this, Ms. Resor doing the decorations, etc. It's a total staff effort, but just very well organized, Ms. Nagallo, Ms. Rush. Thank you very much. And following the ceremony, we would like to invite you to our small gym, which is just over there, for some refreshments, and you can take some photographs of your son or daughter, or following the ceremony, you can come up here and take some pictures as well. My last award. Sorry? Can't hear me? Hello? Oh, that one's not working. Okay. Okay. So the last award goes to the valedictorian. And now, I didn't even announce who won the award, so I'm not sure why you're up here, but, oh, you're the valedictorian, yes. I'll ask Ms. Larissa Nagallo to come up and present to Blake Feldman, who will be giving the valedictorian address. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian of 2019, Blake Feldman.
Just give me a second, they messed up my order. Wait, oh. We're set. Well, whatever. What's the story? How are we tonight? Welcome, Mr. McKenzie, Superintendent Bolton, honored donors and dignitaries, family, friends, our parents, and most importantly, our 2019 Holy Trinity graduates. My name is Blake Feldman, and I was given the honor to represent our class tonight. Thank you to all my friends who gave me this opportunity. This is a big night, isn't it? Our graduation, our final milestone before entering adulthood. It seems so crazy that just 4 years ago, we We were all just little kids who didn't understand the concept of a CCT or an exam and the many responsibilities that come with age. It's crazy, isn't it? Some of us breezed by, others had to learn new skills to succeed, and others had a more difficult time than a dolphin trying to survive in the jungle. But look, we're here. We pushed through and got to the end of the race. Of course, we have people to be thankful for that helped us to get where we're at. Our friends, our wonderful teachers, our guidance counselors, our siblings, and most importantly, our parents. Parents, thank you so much for, I just lost my words here. Thank you so much for working endlessly to be able to provide for us. I know sometimes we may have disappointed you. We may disappoint you in the future again. But thanks to you, we're able to learn from our mistakes, push on to the next level, and better ourselves. A brilliant poet by the alias of J. Cole once said, "We ain't picture perfect, but we worth the picture still." I know that my parents can take that quote quite literally, as I have been quite a handful sometimes. Mom, Dad, and my sweetheart Memo, thank you so much. And for all those who are missing loved ones today, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, whatever the case may be, I know that they are looking down on you today with more pride and joy than you can imagine. After my grade 8 graduation, I felt invincible. Nothing could stop me. I tried to carry that confidence going into grade 9. Unfortunately, I tried a bit too hard. I had my shirt tucked in, I wore black dress shoes, I had the leather jacket. I felt like David Hasselhoff from Knight Rider. Unfortunately, that fashion trend died a while ago, so I was instantly shafted. It was life's way of telling me, bruh, nobody likes a cocky jerk. Eventually, I started to go with the flow, started hanging out with different friend groups, and realized that life isn't a walk in the park. The classes in grade 9 were much harder than grade 8. Geography put my brain in continental drift, and y equals mx plus b put more y's in my head than a Greek philosopher. Grade 10 flew by. We learned how to make resumes and the correct way to spell rickets. Grade 11 had its days, driver's licenses, more diverse courses to choose, a bit of road rage. It left a dent in all of us. An expensive one for Danila. And this last year was a true treat. It showed us what we're truly made of. Grade 12 gave me a new mentality. Manage your time, learn from your failures, work hard, and never call a girl buddy. One of the biggest things I've learned is to lower my expectations of others and carry myself to success. When I do this, it's hard to be disappointed. We've all had people flop on us. Group projects we did by ourselves, coworkers not being able to cover our shifts, prom dates. The list goes on. This taught me you shouldn't depend on others for your success or happiness. Don't rely on other people to complete your goals. Be determined. If you have a motivation, go for it. And don't allow anyone to drag you down or stand in your way. Playing sports was a very large factor in my self-growth. First years of volleyball and basketball, I was terrible. Let's just say I made my grandma look good. No offense to all the grandmothers out there. I barely played, wasn't really friends with any of the kids on the team, and I felt I was just there to make my dad happy. No offense, Dad. I thought, well, it can't really get too much worse, so might as well play at full throttle. I earned names like Sonic, Gizmo, Rocket, even Demolisher. My glasses would break, my nose would bleed, and I can definitely say, and anybody else who's played sports with me, that I sweated profusely. I went from that kid who sat by himself on the way to games, who wasn't allowed to shoot, to that kid who still wasn't allowed to shoot, but started on the court and had the whole team behind him. Streichars, my biggest regret, where is he? There he is. My only regret is that I never nailed a three. But I know you enjoyed my circus shots. Assist me! Not only did I improve, but the teams improved as well. It was a rarity in the junior years for us to win a game, both in basketball and volleyball. We coined the infamous phrase, just go out there and have fun. By fourth year, we won about half of our games. Both the boys' basketball and volleyball teams made Catholic finals. Shout out to Chris Harmaz for his 30-point games. The class of 2019 has many other elite athletes. No, not me, because I had too many donuts. I'm coming. Alec Fraser won OFSA gold for mixed doubles with his sister. Of course, she carried. The senior girls soccer team won OFSA silver. Davis Brooks had a personal best at OFSA for javelin, and our swim team showed OFSA the true meaning of aquafit. We also had several soccer stars who got signed to university club teams. Mr. TFC, Braden Barutsky, Amanda Crippy Cripps, as well as Jocelyn Gagliardi, Selena Tansella, and Sophia Geraci. Make us proud. Now, I know we're all leaving this year, well, most of us anyway, so we probably won't be seeing any of the school staff again. But there are teachers who are finishing their careers along with us. Miss Clancy, Mr. O'Brien, and good old Kramer. I personally have experience with all three of these teachers, most of them good experiences. Clancy showed me I could draw, O'Brien helped me find my full stride in writing, and Kramer saved my butt so many times that I've lost count. On behalf of the 01s, we wish you a relaxing and rejuvenating retirement, truly an end of an era. All jokes aside, Holy Trinity is no ordinary place. We're truly blessed to be getting our diplomas from this school. The amount of activities and support that we've had is like nowhere else in the whole board. Christmas Activity Day, Cranberskis, intramurals, regular trips to Holy Martyrs of Japan for Mass that I don't skip anymore. Our many trips, locally and abroad, from Vimy to New York, China, downtown Toronto for French dining, and even our hometown Bradford for kickboxing. None of it will be possible without our dedicated and persistent faculty. They've put up with a lot of our nonsense, but also nurtured our skills, inspiring us to become better while somehow managing to educate us. We truly appreciate it. As we move on to the next stages of life, college, university, or the workplace, your words, your wisdom, and your willingness to ensure success will forever be in our favor. Receiving my high school diploma through the Catholic system has reminded me of why we're all here. Catholic schools have given us the opportunity to be able to question faith without consequence. The freedom we received to enhance our spirituality was something we were blessed to have, no matter where we are in our personal journey. In our future, when we face conflict and adversity, we have the foundations of faith to draw on to give us strength and hope. When we leave here today, remember all the struggles you went through to get to this peak. Remember when you pulled an all-nighter to ace that project. Robin, we know. Remember when you broke from your negative thoughts to pursue something more fulfilling. When we leave here today, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. And don't be afraid to learn from those failures. Push through challenges and struggles. Push through those who are preying on your downfall. Push through your past. Keep moving forward to be the best person you can be. When Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, when his football dreams were crushed with only $7 in his pocket, he pushed on. When Jim Carrey had to drop out of high school to help his family because his dad lost his job, he pushed on. This is cliche, but when Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, he pushed on to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. We have just experienced something that Canada has never experienced before, an NBA championship. Yeah. Kyle Lowry is considered one of the greatest Raptors of all time, and to his teammates, an incredible leader. In his first game of the playoffs, though, he scored 0 points. And do you know what Kawhi Leonard told him? Just keep shooting. Kyle went on to dominate in the playoffs. In the first 2 minutes of the final game against Golden State, he scored 11 points in the first 2 minutes and started a fire that led us to the ring. Some of you may not be basketball fans or sports fans in general, but we can take Kawhi's advice to Lowry, which was just keep shooting. Likewise, my advice to you is to just keep shooting. When we possibly may fail that first exam in university, just keep shooting. When we move out from our family homes and we haven't made any friends yet, just keep shooting. When we don't get that job interview, just keep shooting. When we get rejected by our crush, just keep shooting. When we still haven't gotten that new car and we're stuck with a rusty truck, just keep shooting. In our future, when we face any kind of failure, adversity, conflict, loneliness, or loss, just keep shooting. I wish you with all my heart, no, honestly, true to my heart, that every success, adventure, satisfaction, and achievement should come your way. And if at first it doesn't work, Harmonto for life. Thank you all.
Mr. Blake Feldman, thank you very much. Valedictorian, can I have all the graduates stand up, please? All the graduates? Just the graduates, sorry, just the graduates, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2019, congratulations.